Hello everyone. Welcome to this channel. This existence of this channel, the very start of it. This is very different from any content that I do, and I'm not gonna link anything that I do on this channel. It's just gonna kind of be a little project. This channel is just gonna be a simple little channel that just is me playing Minecraft and talking about my daily instances. Um, you can usually just turn one of these videos on in the background, listen while you do something, or just listen and chat and even just comment or talk about your day. But we're gonna start a new world. I'm not gonna touch any of these settings. We're just gonna call it Talking with You. Keep it on normal, commands off, the whole thing on survival. And we're gonna start here. Looks like we start in a desert. Interesting choice. Just gonna turn this down to 50. But, oh, an acacia biome over there. Oh, a village. And a temple. So we're gonna go to the village first. But, basically the premise of this channel is just to talk. Just talk about my day, talk about your day. And even if we garner enough viewership, begin talking about, your own days with questions and stuff. But I should talk about myself. I go by ISO, ISO, like a .iso file, if you will. But I'm a college student. I'm 5 months away from graduating, and I've always wanted to do content creation, but never been something I actually dedicated myself to. But I thought a nice way of maybe, starting with content creation or trying to pick up something, it's just something small. And honestly, I just want to do it for the fun of it, Like, just here we are. Raw footage, pretty much, very limited editing. Just talking. It's a connection I've always enjoyed having with content creators growing up, and even in the recent life, this something I would do is just turn on a video while I'm doing something and listen. Not have a parasocial relationship or anything, just comfortably sit and listen and enjoy the sound of someone else talking about whatever's going on. But that's what I'm aiming to do with this channel, just talk about what's going on. Right now in my life, it's kind of busy, very convoluted, and a very scary time for me, as I'm 1 foot out the door of graduating. I'm only taking one major related course right now to my field, and oh, I hate the dog barking. And just a bunch of everything else is just gen eds. It's very nerve-wracking, but also very exciting time in my life, because I don't know what's happening next. I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know where I'm going next. It's just interesting to see, Is that a broken portal? Awesome. But yeah, I've just kind of been busy with a lot of personal things, and I just want to get back into kind of playing something relaxing like this. I know it's like probably the 2-week Minecraft phase, and it'll die out eventually, but here we are until then. But looks like it's buried. I'm honestly not the best at Minecraft. I just used to play it a lot when I was younger. Don't understand a lot of the new things. I feel like an old man even though I'm 22. But free stuff. But I guess this first little episode's to just get a house down, starting foundations. I think I'll dig this out later because it's gonna take too long. But I kind of want to go towards that temple that I saw earlier. Only problem is I don't have wood. Kind of need that right now. Kitty! Something I do want to say though, that these videos aren't going to be scripted. The only script that would potentially happen is, you know, if we get to videos and we actually have a following where people email into a email that I'll make if that happens and people are interested. And even then, that won't even really be a script. I'll just be me talking. I'll be honest, today was kind of a rough day for me. Probably not a big deal to most, because who the hell's this guy, you know? But today's just kind of rough. But I know that's just kind of how life is sometimes, is it gets difficult. And you're getting cards dealt to you that just aren't cards you want to be playing. But the thing about being like slowly transitioning into the full adult world is that you can't let those stop you. And a problem I had like when I was younger, like even just like last year, is I wanted to just stop. Wanted to stop doing everything, just wanted to stop trying, and it really reflects in my transcripts in college. I was doing great first 2 years, my freshman and the first half of my sophomore year, and then I got into a lot of personal shortcomings, and I let it consume me, and I stopped trying as much, and it was such a bad time for me to stop trying like that, because I just switched my major, and I went into my new major starting off rough. I think I only got, during that time, like those 4 semesters from my 5 semesters actually, from my sophomore year to my just last semester, my second semester of my junior year. I got 1A in that time frame, and it was a big transition for me, because I went from getting A's, no problem, doing great, studying, to just went to not caring about anything, and that's not good, obviously, for many reasons. But eventually just took a lot of just sitting down and really just reevaluating everything. It was a difficult time because I don't really have people in my life right now that I can fall back on and talk to about these things, because I'm the first person in my family to go to school, like go to college and further my education. And I have wonderful parents, don't get me wrong, but they're the old school type, you know, the type to be like, well, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And I respect it. But sometimes that's what you need to hear. But sometimes I just kind of feel left out with that, and I don't feel connected to in a lot of ways because of that. And it's fine. I still love them dearly. But it's just a small challenge that I have, is they can't really connect with me because they didn't go to college or further their education. But they've done a lot for me. I'm not trying to sound ungrateful, but I just don't have that connection. But lately, life's just kind of been kicking all of us in the ass. But beyond that, back to the original point that I was making, you just kind of can't let things pull you down. I wanted to give up, I wanted to stop caring, and that's kind of what I did. There was a part of me that was disappointed in myself, but there's another part of me that was just bigger and more focused on selfish matters and just focused on my own life, thinking I have it the worst. While I did have problems, I didn't want to do anything about it, and I just wanted to sulk away. And I've now finally fully kicked that in the ass. Like, there's times where I'm just like, I'm lazy, I don't want to do it. And sometimes I don't, but it's not as bad to before where I would just actually stop. But the big thing with life is it's okay to take a break and pause, and for things to feel difficult and for you to want to give up. But what matters the most is that you don't. And I know it sounds very generic, especially from some random guy that you're probably just stumbling on a video with, listening to him talk about things that are probably bigger than him. But I promise, if you don't give up and you keep pushing yourself forward and seeing bigger pictures, it'll be good. Just will suck in the short term, and that's just kind of life, and it'll be okay. I'm not saying that to be like, well, that's life, go on, move on. I'm saying that in a sense of genuinely, it's something we all experience, but you can definitely work yourself around it to where it'll feel okay. You'll feel like you're doing the right thing. I went to the wrong village. I'm a silly goose. Okay, but beyond the sentimental talking, blah blah blah, it'll get better. A couple tips I recommend to getting yourself out of, like that rut, the one that I was kind of talking about, where you just don't want to get up, you don't want to do anything. Depending on why you're feeling like that, just let yourself sit down and, grieve and feel the feeling, just sit down and just feel it. Don't ignore it. Just understand that you're feeling some intense emotions and that it's fine to feel like that. Number one thing in life is that you don't want to put your own feelings down, even if you're a man. Like, if you're a man, like the traditional feeling, like the traditional thinking is you're a man, suck it up and deal with it. But that's not gonna do you any good. Yeah, you're a man, but that doesn't mean you're not allowed to feel and think that way. And if you're in an area, like your surroundings and an environment that doesn't let you outwardly express your feelings as a man, like, crying or being upset, do it in private. Find someone you can sit down and talk to yourself and just cry in front of them. It can be a friend, partner, or a grandparent. Like you say, you have a grandparent that you can sit down and talk to. Do that. Like, there's no reason for you to bottle it up. Of anyone of any gender, like gender, sex, gender identity, there's no reason to neglect your own feelings because of some gender stereotype garbage that was made years ago. Another tip I can say is find something to give you, to occupy yourself. Something that you can just, say, I'm gonna do this today, so I so I don't stay inside all day. For me, it was what I did for that. It was actually getting a job. I worked at Walmart for 6 months. I quit because I didn't need it anymore. Like, the money was nice, like I need the money, but ultimately I was missing more than I should have been missing. Like, I missed out on a lot of very important things, but I quit because I didn't need it for that mental push anymore. But working at Walmart gave me a small purpose. Gave me a reason not to be stuck inside and not doing anything. So like, find something. Like, it doesn't have to be a job. It could just be like getting yourself a plant. Like, get yourself a little plant that you care about, like a little cactus or some type of like small vegetation that's very manageable to take care of. So you have a purpose. It's like, I need to take care of this. I need to get up and give my plant water, or I need to trim its branches if it's a little bit too big, or its leaves, depending on what type of plant you get. There's a lot of things you can do to ensure that you're not just giving up completely. It's just a matter of finding something small that you want to do, or that you feel like you need to, like, drag you to do something. The reason I'm not saying like go hang out with friends necessarily is because you don't want to build a reliance on people. Sure, it might be helpful, but being able to do things on your own to get yourself out of bed and not relying on someone else's schedule. Like, say your friend can't hang out that day because they have work, or they have other plans that day. A plethora of reasons why they can't hang out. You are not confined to them. Definitely, if you have the opportunity to get out of the house and go hang out with someone because they invite you or you make plans, go for it. But don't rely on someone else, like a girlfriend or partner, boyfriend, doesn't matter. Like, be able to do things on your own that you find worthwhile. But I think I'm just gonna end this kind of here. I'm not aiming to make these videos too long, just short little like discussions. But for now, we're just gonna end it here on this little acacia forest. But if you're interested in having a conversation, talking about whatever, you can leave a comment. And if you want to have more, like, you want to talk about something a little bit more personal, but you don't want to put it on a public thread, let me know. Like, just say, hey, I'm interested in talking to you in private and having a topic come up in a video. Let me know, like, in the comment, and I will make an email for that, so you can send in anonymous emails about that. But if we get to that point, I will make a guideline for it. But I won't continue the outro too long. I'm very bad at outros, I've always been. But goodbye.